Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE live reactions for Smackdown February 6, 2018. You know, this is obviously a continuation of the live reactions for every main roster show that's going to be going on up until WrestleMania. We got some excited stuff coming up on this episode of Smackdown, so I'm not really going to waste time talking about it because I'm going to do a live reactions that will explain everything that's going to take place on Smackdown via the WWE.com exclusive. This video I'm going to be live reacting to is called 5 Things You Need to Know About This Week's Smackdown. So let's get right into it. Right now it's just recapping the main event from the previous episode when Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And this video is being hosted by Kathy Kelly.
The United States Championship is on the line. I've got a really cool jacket. I'm Kathy Kelly with everything you need to know before tonight's SmackDown Live. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will...
One thing we don't know is tonight's going to be a WWE Championship #1 contenders match. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, where the winner of this match will go on to face AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Fastlane in March. I'm pretty excited about that match. I thought they did a really good job building up to that match when they kind of took teasers at each other, and you had Sami Zayn walk out on Kevin Owens in the main event and had that great promo. So I'm looking forward to watching this match.
Live tonight for the right to face WWE Champion AJ Styles at WWE Fastlane on March 11th. Now, the Yup movement just looked very frustrated after their consecutive losses on Royal Rumble and then on SmackDown Live. So what will happen when the two go one-on-one? The United States Champion.
And then we have another matchup. It's going to be a United States Championship match. United States Champion Bobby Roode versus Rusev. You know, I like both these guys a lot. I think they're great wrestlers and stuff. And you'd have Rusev, who earned the opportunity by winning a Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match. So, you know, this could be Bobby Roode's best match on the main roster because he really hasn't had like a breakout match on the main roster yet because he just hasn't really had one. So I'm looking forward to it.
Bobby Roode will defend his title tonight against Rusev. The Bulgarian Brute, of course, winning this opportunity during a Fatal 4-Way match last week. So can Rusev walk away with the Stars and Stripes tonight? SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair.
And then, you know, they're wondering what's next for Charlotte Flair. Who's going to challenge her after everything that's been going on in the women's division after the new debuts? Who's going to face Charlotte Flair? And what is it going to be? Who is going to be your next challenger for the SmackDown Women's Championship?
Flair appears to be unstoppable. So now that we're on the road to WrestleMania, which superstar will challenge the Queen next? Likewise, the SmackDown Tag Team...
And then pretty much the same question for the Usos. They've beaten everybody in the SmackDown Tag Team division, so who's going to face them next for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships?
Champions, the Usos, are also on a roll and seem to be as confident as ever after decisively retaining the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin at Royal Rumble. So what duo will be next to step up to the Twin Champions? Last week, General Manager
and, you know, Daniel Bryan also unveiled the SmackDown Top 10 list. The announcement of that, it's decently exciting, I guess. I still think this is being used as a plot device between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon because the whole thing is the SmackDown superstars get to choose who is on this list, and they can't vote for themselves. And then it's really up to Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. I think there should be a fan vote thing, and then Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon like tally up the results and stuff, and then that's where the dissension comes. I don't think this list is going to really go all that far. I could see this being dropped after WrestleMania, or after Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon settle their feud, so we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Daniel Bryan announced the SmackDown Top 10, a ranking system of superstars determined by the SmackDown locker room. So which superstar will sit atop that ranking on the debut edition? Don't miss SmackDown Live when it comes to tonight at 8/7 Central, live on the USA Network.
All right, now that that's happened, let's get right into SmackDown itself. It's showing that same WWE intro video that they show for every professional wrestler, well, every WWE show, trying to say that it's always been named WWE with the same logo. It's the same company, just not the same name. And the same logo. It was WWF before that and WWF before that. But yeah, still to come on this show. Yet again, I'll announce it. We have a WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
AJ Styles for the WWE title at Fastlane. Welcome everyone to Smackdown Live. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Smackdown Live Commissioner Shane McMahon.
Interesting. Let's see what Shane McMahon has to say.
Welcome everybody to Smackdown Live. What's up, Kansas City? Now, normally I would be ecstatic about tonight's main event matchup between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but I gotta say that I'm not. And the reason is because the stakes have epic implications of what's going to happen. You see, the winner of the Kevin Owens-Sami Zayn match will go on to the WWE Network's pay-per-view Fastlane to compete for the WWE Championship against AJ Styles. Now, personally, as you guys know my thoughts, I feel that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens do not deserve yet another opportunity. But there is someone that I respect very much that does. And that individual is SmackDown Live's General Manager, Daniel Bryan.
Here comes Daniel Bryan. Probably one of the most over guys in WWE right now. But it's pretty clear that Shane McMahon doesn't want Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn receiving opportunities at the WWE Championship because of their history. You have the whole feud that went down between Owens and McMahon ever since Owens was traded from SmackDown to Raw. You have Kevin Owens, who took out Shane McMahon's father, Vince McMahon. You have Sami Zayn, who pulled Owens out of the way during the Hell in a Cell match between Shane and Owens, causing Shane to lose. Owens and Zayn supposedly cost Team SmackDown the win against Team Raw at Survivor Series. And Bryan and Shane have had some issues lately. Obviously, they haven't really agreed to how to deal with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So let's see what Daniel Bryan has to say about this.
Now, SmackDown Live is the land of opportunity, and that's what we both signed on for. We signed in, and one of the keys to our success is that each and every week, we listen to all of you. All of you. You determine an immense amount of things that happen on SmackDown Live. And when you guys all feel that a superstar deserves an opportunity, it is up to us to take that and give he or she that opportunity. Daniel, I asked you to come out because one of the things is I just don't think that you're listening.
Oh, this is a very fitting thing that Shane's chanting right now. They're all chanting Rusev Day because they want Rusev to be pushed after Shane just said that.
Duly noted.
Which we know is bullshit because we know Vince McMahon holds people back.
I just don't think you're listening because you keep giving the same two superstars opportunity after opportunity. And I think that they may want to see another superstar who is deserving go for the WWE Championship. Or would you rather see Sami and or Kevin? Shane, you saw the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble. The referee made a mistake. So I've tried to turn a negative into a positive. And I decided to make a huge main event for tonight where two of your least favorite superstars would undoubtedly rip each other apart for an opportunity. Honestly, I thought you'd give me a well-deserved pay raise. let's not get carried away on that.
Look, I even like how Brian's trying to egg the fans on to chant yes at that because he wants a pay raise.
I hope that was duly noted as well. See, Daniel, it gets back into that opportunity. I would love to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I'm looking forward to them ripping each other's head off. That I'm looking forward to. But what bothers me is, once again, your decision to reward that. And they get a shot again at the WWE Championship. You are continually giving them opportunity at the WWE Championship, even going back to the Royal Rumble. So, Daniel, it is very, very difficult for me to understand why on earth would you continually give these two individuals an opportunity. Daniel. I understand what you have done here, and this is very emotional for me. You have changed the WWE landscape forever with the Yes movement.
You did.
You did that. And although you've had a similar career path to Sami Zayn and Kevin, they're not you. The Yep movement is a cheap imitation of the greatest thing that you have created. And I want you to think about this. I do not want you to allow those two to manipulate you anymore. I know you feel for them. I also know that more than anything in this world, you would love to compete in this ring. More than anything.
Well, that's it. Shane McMahon's not going to say duly noted on that one because everyone would love to see that.
What you're doing. Wait. Hold on, Shane. What exactly is it that I'm doing? I think it's pretty plain to see. I think everyone is seeing it. You are living vicariously through Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Ooh, here comes Bill, the WWE Champion, AJ Styles. I do like that segment, though, the altercation back and forth between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. I mean, I really hope it does lead to Daniel Bryan wrestling again, but, you know, I don't know if it will.
You can see the look on Daniel Bryan's face. Shane's words stung very, very badly. Suspect timing from AJ Styles, but then again, Styles' career has been affected in many ways by the disagreements of Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
If you're AJ Styles, you defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match.
So,
both at the same time at the Royal
but yeah,
Rumble.
I still think AJ Styles is going to WrestleMania as the WWE Champion and defending his championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. But let's see what AJ Styles has to say.
You know, since the new year started last month, I've traveled over 10,000 miles defending this championship right here. I've been all over the world competing at the highest level because that's what I do. I was put on this planet to be phenomenal. See, I can deal with the bumps and the bruises and the pain that goes along with it. I can deal with canceled flights. I can deal with the travel that takes me away from my family for days at a time. That's part of the grind. And I was built for the grind. But what I can't deal with is SmackDown Live management obsessing over Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And I'm not just talking about you, Daniel. I'm talking to you too, Shane. You see, every time you guys make a decision based on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, it affects me. Now, I'm a fighting champion. I don't care who wins the night. I don't care. This is SmackDown Live, the house that
AJ Styles built.
So do me a favor. Just stay out of the way tonight. You see, I can control my own destiny. I can make my own luck. And I'll walk out of Fastlane right into WrestleMania, the WWE champion.
I thought that was a good segment. This definitely gets enough. This probably is going to set up something at the end of the night.
And his championship life is being severely affected by management.
Yeah, it's a good segment. You know, this plants the seeds about where Daniel Bryan's allegiances lies. So I think this is. I like this segment.
Yeah, we just here answering some questions on the Twitter machine. One guy wants to know, do you think Corey Graves has a better jab or left hook?
Ooh, we gonna find out when we're
We shall see. We shall see. Another lady.
I cannot wait for this all night long. You can interact with the New Day. Just use the hashtag Ask the New Day. Corey, you have good questions.
Now listen, from New Day to Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day, and it could get even better.
Yep, so
the glorious Bobby Roode
still to come on this show, we have the United States Championship match. Bobby Roode defending his championship against Rusev.
Well, last week the Lion Squad did the women's champion. They're strong dose of reality when they attacked her.
But coming up next, we have a match between Charlotte Flair and Liv Morgan. Not excited about that match really all that much.
Or does she have a plan? This match is next.
There's AJ Styles again. Ooh, more tease in the Mania match.
I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania.
I like that. More tease into the match. We have Charlotte Flair versus Liv Morgan. Probably not going to happen, but I'm picking Charlotte Flair to win this match. It really wouldn't be believable to me if Liv Morgan won. I could see Liv Morgan winning based on outside interference, but that'd just be a joke.
All the issues continue to pile up for the WWE Champion. The same goes for the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. Liv Morgan ready to go one-on-one with Flair. Well,
yeah, the Wyatt Squad's absolutely sucked on the main roster. They were still caught up way too soon. Sarah Logan had just debuted in the Mae Young Classic and was enhancement talent in NXT, but yet is on the main roster.
Sarah Logan is Liv Morgan. The Riot Squad is ready for action. Tom Phillips along with Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. Guys, let's think about what happened last week. Why there been issues?
Oh, yeah, so the commentary team, though, is Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxton. Yeah, but let me continue talking about the Wyatt Squad, though. Then you have Liv Morgan, who was kind of enhancement talent on NXT as well. The only time they really featured her was if they wanted somebody to job to the Iconic duo. And then right when she finally started to be featured more and really build momentum in NXT, they just caught her right up and ruined her momentum. And then Ruby Riott, you know, even though was up, she's probably the best out of the three, but She was also caught up way too soon. She, also wrestled, she also, was also kind of starting to gain momentum in NXT. She was called up to fight along with Ty Dillinger, No Way Jose, and Roderick Strong to take out Sanity, because she was the X Factor to take out Nikki Cross, and it didn't work. She failed, and then she got into feuds with Nikki Cross. She was in a triple threat match involving her, Asuka, and Cross for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Takeover Chicago. She lost, and then she just kind of floundered in NXT for a little while, and then she wrestled Sonya Deville and feuded with her, beat her in a match in NXT, and then lost the rematch in a no disqualification match. And yeah, it was just nothing.
I think about this too. You not only have the threat of the Riot Squad tonight in the back of Charlotte's mind, she's got to be thinking about the possible threat of Asuka, who is yet to name who she wants to face at WrestleMania. It's all a very "what have you done for me lately" industry. Charlotte Flair can't rest on her laurels, can't spend too much
time. Why and this faction's just been terrible. They never look credible. They get called up, they take out the lights in Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Natalya, and Charlotte Flair, and then they really don't do much with them. They lose like every match they're in, so it's like, who cares about them?
I've seen it firsthand. Charlotte has dealt with those kind of comments her entire career. It's not going to phase the champion. There's a reason why she's succeeded.
So this match is just going to be, I think, a basic two-star match.
Charlotte Flair, part of her success has been because of how highly emotional she is, as we're seeing right now. Maybe this is all a well-laid plan by the Riot Squad.
And Charlotte Flair's got to be careful here in this matchup, and the referee trying to back her off, and that is going to be the issue here.
Charlotte might get herself disqualified right now.
Also, the other two members of the Riot Squad on the outside.
The safety net for Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan and Ruby Riott.
Liv Morgan is in trouble, and the champion is relentless so far, bringing the fight to the Riot Squad.
Well, I got to do some commentary. I'm going to mute it because of the commercials. Charlotte Flair continuing the attack on Liv Morgan, throws her right into the wind. It didn't look like she got her in the wind quite all the way at first. It looked like Liv Morgan landed hard on the apron. And, Charlotte Flair getting distracted by the numbers game. She can't afford to be doing that. And Charlotte Flair taking down Liv Morgan. Charlotte Flair's got a point to prove. The Riot Squad came out and nearly cost Charlotte Flair the SmackDown Women's Championship last week. You got to remember, Carmella nearly came out and tried to cash in her Money in the Bank contracts. And, you got to imagine that plays a factor in Charlotte Flair. It's another target on Charlotte Flair's back. So, and, Charlotte Flair absolutely annihilating Liv Morgan. And Morgan gets the new boots up. And Liv Morgan, and Charlotte Flair takes her down with a clothesline. Charlotte Flair keeping an eye on the Riot Squad, and Liv Morgan rolling outside the ring, gonna probably want to go over probably wants to regroup a little bit, rebuild a strategy. Charlotte Flair, the first ever Grand Slam Women's Champion, she, won every belt, all the belt that there is to win when it comes to women. She won the NXT Women's Championship by winning a tournament by defeating the likes of Emma, Alexa Bliss, and Natalya. She ended up defeating Nikki Bella and ending her longest reign of Divas Champion and Night of Champions in 2015. She ended up being the first ever women's champion by winning a triple threat match, defeating Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. And then she won the Raw Women's Championship a couple of times against Sasha Banks. She just recently won the SmackDown Women's Championship in November, just before Survivor Series against Natalya. And a cover here by Morgan and a kick out. Liv Morgan really is taking the advantage right now. It's really starting to pound away on Charlotte Flair. You can imagine Liv Morgan could earn herself a future SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity if she can win this matchup right here. Liv Morgan, though, looking absolutely dominant in this matchup. And Liv Morgan with the headlock and smacking the ribs of Charlotte Flair. I don't know. Now we see a straight jacket submission hold by Liv Morgan. Very smart. Really can work on the ribs of Charlotte Flair, preventing her from putting in the figure eight because she has to really bridge. We're using her ribs to use the figure eight. Liv Morgan, you gotta imagine she wants to really accomplish a lot. Really, really this is an opportunity for her to prove that she belongs in the WWE. She can silence her critics. A lot of people say that she, was brought up really without any experience down in NXT. Now it's a chance to prove that she does belong in the WWE. You gotta imagine too, Charlotte Flair wants to probably start to build momentum towards WrestleMania. She's also got to worry about the possibility of facing Asuka at WrestleMania and, trying to prevent Asuka from taking her SmackDown Women's Championship from her. Liv Boy, and imagine imagine everyone that probably is competing for the both the Raw and SmackDown championships is wondering whether or not they're going to have to be the ones to face Asuka. So, no more commentary.
And we are back here on SmackDown Live, and Liv Morgan of the Riot Squad is taking it to the SmackDown Women's
Not my best commentary, but I thought I did okay.
Moments ago, the numbers game caught up to the Queen, and Liv Morgan was able to capitalize, snapping Charlotte Flair backwards over the top rope. It's been all Liv since. Again, this is something, if you're Charlotte entering this match, you knew you had to contend with. You knew you had to worry about the outside factors of the Riot Squad.
One thing we talked about, guys, before this matchup, if Charlotte requested this matchup, those have been the rumors all day anyway, requesting a one-on-one. With Liv Morgan. Some retribution on the Riot Squad.
I have to say, even to this point, it was an ill-advised decision by the Queen, if in fact that is the case. Charlotte may be genetically superior, but no one woman can topple three. Knowing how Charlotte thinks, she feels like
I don't really have anything to say because there's really nothing to react to in this match.
Fighting champion that takes on all challengers. That's why she took the match.
I definitely think Charlotte Flair is probably one of the best wrestlers in WWE. The best wrestler in WWE is probably Asuka, though. If I had to say some of my favorite women in WWE, number one probably would be Asuka. Number two would be probably Sasha Banks. Number three would be Bayley. Number four would be Charlotte Flair. And number five maybe would be Natalia.
Able to slow down Charlotte Flair.
Desperation maneuver paid off. Liv now has
I can't really say it. Maybe Kairi Sane would be number five, actually, now that I think about it.
This is for Liv Morgan if she can defeat Charlotte Flair. Look at this boot from the Queen. Oh! Liv will be feeling that for a few days.
That might be it right there.
Up to the leg here on the champion and a kick out.
Can you imagine what it would mean for Liv Morgan's career and the Riot Squad as a whole if Liv would be to be able to pin the champion tonight? Well, I think when you look at the Riot Squad, you're looking at three ladies who are desperate to be seen as top-tiered, desperate to be seen as championship.
I mean, Liv Morgan really needs to get a win. You got to build some momentum for the Riot Squad to make them look like threats to Charlotte Flair's SmackDown Women's Championship.
Near cash-in by Miss Money in the Bank Carmella that Charlotte Flair had to contend with.
Again, I mentioned it before. Charlotte Flair has a giant target on her back. Everyone in the women's division has her eyes on the Queen, but look at the power of Charlotte.
Morgan in trouble. Trouble on Flair and a kick out.
Man, that was close.
Charlotte trying to get back up to her feet.
Come back.
And Morgan is stunned.
Stunned and hurt. And look at this again.
Sarah loaded. And Sarah Logan pays for it.
Charlotte had to be expecting this. This can come as no surprise. Yeah. This is what the Riot Squad are all about.
And Ruby Riott saving her teammate.
Shortcuts.
Ooh.
Yes, is tossing Riott and Logan.
Thank you.
The Riot Squad have been sent packing.
Ejected from ringside.
At least we get a fair match at one-on-one.
Yeah, there's no way that Liv Morgan will win this match. No. I think I picked Charlotte Flair to win this match, though.
And Charlotte Flair getting the one-on-one match that she'd hoped for from the outset, and now tosses Morgan back inside. Wait for the kick. Charlotte Flair able to dodge it.
Oh gosh.
This match is over. See you later, Liv Morgan. Thanks for coming.
Charlotte setting Liv Morgan up.
This doesn't make the Riot Squad look all that strong, but whatever.
With a torque on Liv's ankle. Charlotte may snap her leg.
Liv Morgan, no choice, taps out to the champion.
Here is your winner by submission, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Well, for all the talk and questions about whether it was wise enough for Charlotte to accept this match, she proved it was a great idea in the end.
I wouldn't say it was a great idea, Saxton, but it is undeniable.
If I had to rate that match, I'd give it 2 1/4 stars. That was okay.
1 down, 2 to go. Looks like the Queen's on a mission. Take down the entire Riot Squad.
Fire, it looks like the Queen had a plan.
What did I say? Listen, there's no question about it. Charlotte Flair did not put herself in a position to fail. Every match is perfectly positioned and thought of to succeed, and that's why she's the champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, February is Black History Month, and we here at WWE are proud to celebrate the accomplishments of all those who...
Oh, here's the WWE pretending they care about Black History Month again, when you know they don't. But they never had a black WWE champion. You can't say The Rock because he doesn't count himself as black.
Welcome to Memphis in 1968. It is a segregated city, and the sanitation
I already saw
workers
this, so I'm just
are
going to fast
literally
forward it.
the lowest of all the city workers. They do not have uniforms. There was no shower for them. They didn't have facilities to change their clothes.
Actually, no, I
They
didn't
don't
see
even
this,
have
actually.
gloves.
They had a list of all these different rules for these men. If you were 1 minute late, you could be fired. There are no breaks. They were treated like dogs.
The only times things have really been changed is when people have been able to stand up and say enough is enough. And that's exactly what these men did in the I Am the Man movement. They stood up and they said enough is enough.
And like 1,300 sanitation workers went on strike. And that's what brought Dr. King down here. And he gave a beautiful mountaintop speech. And in a very sad way, that was his last. You'd never want something like this to happen to a hero.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Very good way to pay tribute.
Guys, tonight I think the major question is, are we on the verge
And,
of
obviously, that was done by Roman Reigns and Titus O'Neil. But still to come on the show, we have the WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
At Fastlane. And last week, General Manager Daniel Bryan announced it. Tonight it will be
And still to come
unveiled.
tonight, we're going to have the unveiling of the top 10 list.
Superstars list as voted on by the Smackdown talent roster. Find out tonight.
Later tonight, Kevin Owens will be facing off against his best friend Sami Zayn with a chance to face AJ Styles. Kevin, will the outcome of your match tonight against Sami Zayn have any kind of effect on your relationship with him?
You know what, Renee, for once, that's a great question. To be honest with you, you're asking the wrong person. Because that's up to Sami and whether or not he can handle losing to me.
It's actually a pretty good promo by Kevin Owens. Like that it builds to the match later on in the night.
That friendship endures. Things get intense. It's a big.
Oh no! Here comes the Bludgeon Brothers. They're coming to bludgeon. I don't think that's the word, but they're bludgeoning.
There comes the reckoning.
Yeah. Jackson, why don't you go try to get an interview with these gentlemen?
No can do, sir.
One of the most destructive forces on Tuesday nights. The Bludgeon Brothers are here on Smackdown Live.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 590 pounds. Parker, Rowan, the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, this is appropriate. Bring on the mayhem.
I love the Bludgeon Brothers.
Mobile game featuring over-the-top action and big signature moves.
Who they facing?
Mayhem features your favorite WWE superstars and legends. Experience arcade-style action as you compete in story mode or head-to-head multiplayer events. Download WWE Mayhem.
Oh, they're winning. These guys are just a bunch of scrubs. Come on. The Bludgeon Brothers have like better things to do with their time than to beat up guys like these. Have them face the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Seriously, why don't you go say that to their faces? Harper and Rowan.
Papa's gonna start off with like one of the guys. More like murder one of the guys. See you later.
And that's just a little reason why. Never gets any prettier to watch. Imagine the size of man, like Harper just launching
that guy's dead.
like that. Good grief.
You're gonna see on. You probably saw on the news, guy dies during a wrestling match due to Harper. Ooh, that guy's being smart. He realizes he doesn't want to deal with. Oh, but Rowan won't let him leave. Rowan just murdered another guy murdered in the wrestling ring.
Call your mother, call a priest, call a doctor, call the police.
I don't think somebody's mother, somebody's priest, somebody's doctor, the police can deal with the Bludgeon Brothers. These guys are bad news.
Now Rowan is legal in this match.
Why?
That's why.
We'll see you later.
And Rowan on the run now setting him up for
Ooh,
Harper. Oh boy.
Oh, he died.
Power bomb. This gentleman met his demise quicker than Byron's therapist.
See you later.
This is
a little miscommunication right there, but that's okay. Bludgeon Brothers. Oh, dead. Guy's dead. You should never come back. I think those guys are out of the wrestling business now. That match gets probably 2 stars. It was really just there to put over the Bludgeon Brothers, but I love watching the Bludgeon Brothers just go out there and absolutely whoop everybody's ass.
For a long time. Take a look back at this. This was a demolition derby from the bell. Watch this Harper. Boom! Flying through the air and is wiping out his opponent. The only thing scarier than a behemoth is the one that's got agility and speed like Rowan just displayed. Just bouncing there on the outside. And then this devastating power bomb we've seen in the past and the finishing touches.
These two just thrive on absolute destruction. Another week and 2 more unwilling victims.
The Usos. I think the Usos should come out here.
The Smackdown Tag Team Champions.
I actually want to see this match. Obviously, we have the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers have had past matches for the WWE Tag Team Championships in 2014 at Money in the Bank and at Battleground in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Staring holes through each other.
Ooh, the Bludgeon, they actually survived that. The Usos still alive.
We understand the champs are about to lay down the Uso street code. Next. And WWE Fastlane is presented by Tap Out Men's Body Sprays, now available in the fragrance aisle at Walmart. Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Oh, yeah. All right, so check this out. Last week, we came out here to let y'all know what this day one-ish means. This week, right now, we out here to let y'all know what being locked down is all about.
Yeah. Check it. I ain't talking about getting booked and getting fingerprinted. I ain't talking about orange jumpsuits and cold showers. I ain't talking about assuming the position, being part of a chain gang. I ain't talking about sleeping on no slab of concrete for 8 hours straight. Trust me, I know.
Now what we talking about is a state of mind. You see, what we do is we turn that mind into a prison. Lockdown, which means we run that prison.
Yeah.
Think about this.
We do.
Why are they having the Usos cut these prison promos if one of them was just arrested for a DIY? Doesn't make any sense. A DUI, not DIY, sorry. That's one thing.
Y'all can't eat until we say you can't eat.
A lot of cats out here acting thirsty. Yeah. They out here reaching, looking real thirsty.
Ain't talk about lemonade, Kool-Aid, or none of that purple stuff.
Nah, Oos, we talking about the thirst to be in that spotlight.
Take a sip of this holy grail.
You can try to.
I'll split you like the Red Sea.
Ooh-wee. A lot of cats out here sleeping on the Usos. They out here sleeping on the Usos.
Ain't talking about no bedtime stories or bunk beds.
Nah, Usos, we're talking about 2017 was a come up for the Usos. It was a turnaround for the Usos. I'm talking about we went from face paint
to snapbacks.
We went from rainbow colors
to white and black.
We went from wrestling tights
to the all whites.
We went from they might be all right.
Yeah. We had match of the night. Woo! Yeah.
Hey, we went from Samoan drops to super kicks
to Uso crazy to this day 1-inch.
Hey, y'all can't sleep until we say you can sleep.
You better recognize the next time you feel little hair standing behind your neck and you feel those little goosebumps running through your body and your head is on a swivel because you feel like somebody creeping behind you. No! It's not paranoia. It's the ooh.
Usos look ready for anything.
Okay, what was the point of that promo? I didn't really like that promo. That promo was no good.
His wife Naomi to face Goldust and Mandy Rose talking about Team Rose Gold.
I know you're excited about that one. The Usos, however, sending a message to the entire tag team division. And speaking of which, the message last week from General Manager Daniel Bryan to the entire SmackDown locker was that your voices are about to be heard and that opportunities are coming.
We're going to find out who made the SmackDown top 10 list.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the first ever SmackDown Live Top 10 Superstars list. Now, this list was compiled by the SmackDown Live roster. They could not vote for themselves, and neither Shane nor myself had any input whatsoever in the order. So without further ado, number 10 is appropriately none other than Ty Dillinger.
So Ty Dillinger's number 10. What did Ty Dillinger do to become number 10? Okay, that's just clearly a pun. That's just dumb. He shouldn't even be. He hasn't been on television.
Number 9 on the SmackDown Live Top 10 list is the Viper, Randy Orton.
I figured he'd be on the list. So Randy Orton's number 9.
Is Becky Lynch.
Number 8's Becky Lynch, even though she hasn't done anything.
7th place on the list belongs to the tag team champions, the Usos.
And that makes they deserve to be up in the top 10. They've been winning a lot. So number 7 was the Usos.
The New Day.
The New Day's number 6.
5th is the United States champion, Bobby Roode.
So yeah, top 5. Number 5 is Bobby Roode, which makes sense.
Number 4 is Naomi.
Number 4 is Naomi? The hell? Why?
Number 3 belongs to the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura deserves to be number 3.
Number 2 is the women's champion, Charlotte Flair.
And number 2 is Charlotte Flair. That makes sense.
Which brings us to the top spot. Number 1 on the SmackDown Live Top 10 Superstars list is the WWE champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
All right, AJ Styles is number 1.
You know, guys, I gotta be honest. I'm a little surprised. Randy Orton was all the way back at number 9. But can somebody?
Let's see if there's a way I can look this up so I can repeat them. That was a interesting choices. Okay, so here's the list. I'll repeat it once again. Number 10 is Ty Dillinger. Really doesn't. He's only there at number 10 because it's a pun, but it really doesn't make any sense. He really hasn't done anything. Number 9 is Randy Orton, who also really hasn't done anything. He's just there because he's a top guy. Number 8 is Becky Lynch, who really shouldn't be on this list either. She really hasn't done anything. Number 7 is the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. I actually agree with them being on this list, but they deserve to be higher than the New Day. The New Day really haven't done anything. They're number 6. Number 5 is United States Champion Bobby Roode. Number 4 is Naomi. Number 3, Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 2, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. And number 1 is WWE Champion AJ Styles. I personally think this list is crap. I would keep probably the top 3 because that actually makes sense. AJ Styles should be number 1 because he's the WWE Champion. And he's been really good lately. And Charlotte Flair, the same thing. Nakamura just won the Royal Rumble, so he deserves to be here. Naomi didn't do anything to be on the top 5. I don't know what she's doing there. If it should have been anyone, it should have been the people that they completely took off this list was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So they should have been on this list. I thought those Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon says they picked like the best ones. I thought they said they had some input in it. It doesn't make any sense. And then number 5, Bobby Roode. He should probably be number 6, actually. I think Owens and Zayn should be in the 5-6 positions. And then, Roode's number 7 or something. The Usos definitely could probably be number 8. And then, obviously, Randy Orton probably should be number 10. And I don't really know where you put, like, Becky Lynch. It's just really weird. I mean, Becky Lynch did have a very good showing in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, but yeah, I'm not really feeling the SmackDown top 10 list. I don't know what this is supposed to be for. Like, it just seems like a lame concept. I hope they just drop this fairly soon.
Please explain to me how the New Day ranked higher than the reigning SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and where was Rusev?
Well, forget about Rusev, but I'll answer your question for you. Look, I think part of this is a popularity contest, and we see the Usos come out here and put all these tag teams on blast. It wouldn't surprise me if when it came down to making that list, some of those superstars went, yeah, the Usos, they're good, but they're not that good.
I'm sure if you got locked in the Uso penitentiary, Byron, we could sell you for a couple $100.
Luckily, I'm an escape artist.
There's a lot of common sense, obviously, amongst the top 3. But again, this was voted upon by the WWE superstars on SmackDown Live. Gotta wonder what the reaction is.
6!
What the hell?
That's the percent chance I would give Corey Graves in a street fight. We worked so hard on it.
Well, the New Day, they came in at number 6 on the top 10 list. Xavier seems upset about it, but the New Day are still going to be responding to your tweets about SmackDown Live using hashtag #AskTheNewDay.
Greatest night ever, but this could be the worst night ever for the.
But yeah, still to come on the show, we have the WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Oh, there's Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
There's a reason that the ring is covered in canvas. It's because that's where art takes place. And every artist has their own way to prepare. Like I prepare to give you the masterpiece inside your ears, like But Rusev, he's a very different animal. Bob Roode, tonight you prepare to lose your United States Championship because Rusev is ready for his magnum opus. Machka!
I love Rusev and Aiden English. They're awesome. So now,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the melodious voice of Aiden English.
All right, everyone be quiet. We got to listen to Rusev Day, man. We got to listen to Rusev Day. Every day's Rusev Day.
Some holidays have groundhogs.
Oh, I don't like the subtitles on there.
Some holidays have Cupid. But let's be honest, like Kansas City, those things are rather stupid. But there's no need to worry. There's no need to fear. For today is the single greatest day of this or any year. And your gift is a new U.S. champ today. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rusev Day. Bravo! Yes, that was awesome.
That's how I still want to see him and Elias go at it in a sin-off. WrestleMania kickoff.
Lion of Bulgaria. Potentially once again United States champion. Well, WWE Universe, enter online now at WWE.com/Universal Suites for a chance to win a high-octane trip to Universal Orlando Resort to meet Naomi and Jimmy Uso.
All right, I got to do my prediction for who I think is going to win this matchup. As much as I would love to see Rusev win the United States Championship and then really just start getting Rusev Day going, I'm going to say Bobby Roode's going to retain his championship. He just won it. Really no reason to take it off of him right now. But I think this is going to be actually a pretty good matchup.
Ending was just referred to the city of Kansas City
Here it
as
comes.
Speak Stupid, and the entire arena is
Comes
chanting
Bobby
for
Roode.
Rusev Day. Chanting at the top of the show. Magic.
Glorious. Oh, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. I will defend. I will defend. Glorious. Oh, part 2 time. Time for part 2. Glorious.
I'm feeling charitable because it's Rusev Day. Give me a hallelujah. Oh, I didn't believe you were going to ask me.
Glorious.
Take my offer.
I won't give in. I won't give in until I'm
Kansas City is
victorious.
off and royal,
And I
but
will
tonight
defend.
it
I will
is
defend.
glorious. The United States champion, Bobby Roode, set to defend this title.
When I was talking to Bobby Roode, and the one thing he told me is that he loves this atmosphere. He loves the prestige. He loves the nerves that come with a big-time title match, and he wants to have as many as he possibly can as United States champion.
Bobby Roode joined us last week on commentary. He watched Rusev win a fatal four-way match.
Yeah,
Opportunity
but I think it's going to be a good, really good United States Championship match. Pretty excited about it.
Bobby Roode's hungry for competition.
You know, Bobby Roode, ever since he's come to the main roster, he really hasn't had that great match. In NXT, he had some great matches. He had a really good run down in NXT. He came in just before NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, cut that great promo talking about how he was going to make NXT glorious. Had a really good debut match against Andrade Cien Almas. And then he had another, he was working his way up the card. He had a really good feud with Ty Dillinger and ended up defeated him at NXT TakeOver Toronto. Hold on.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Introducing the challenger, accompanied by Aiden English, weighing in at 138 kilos, the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev. And his opponent, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the United States Champion, the glorious Bobby Roode.
So as I was talking about with Bobby Roode, then Bobby Roode won a fatal 4-way elimination match to become the #1 contender to the NXT Championship. He defeated Orny Lorcan to qualify for the fatal 4-way. Then he, defeated other guys in the 4-way like Ty Dillinger, Andrade Cien Almas, and Roderick Strong. And then you had Bobby Roode, who had one of my favorite matches last year against Shinsuke Nakamura and NXT TakeOver San Antonio, and won the NXT Championship from him. Then he retained it against Cassius Ohno, and then Nakamura at NXT TakeOver Orlando in the rematch. Then Bobby Roode ended up really doing some good things as NXT champion. He retained it against Hideo Itami at NXT TakeOver Chicago. He retained it against Roderick Strong in an episode of NXT, and then he finally was dethroned and lost the NXT Championship to Drew McIntyre. Came up to the main roster. Really didn't do much with him on SmackDown in the beginning. Then he got into that weird feud with Dolph Ziggler where he defeated him in Hell in a Cell. Then he lost to him at SmackDown in like 5 minutes. And then he beat him in a 2 out of 3 falls match to qualify for the Survivor Series Raw versus SmackDown match. And then he was like the first guy out of the match. No, he was like the second guy out of the match actually. And then he was in the triple threat match at Clash of Champions against Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler for the United States Championship, where he ended up losing the match because Dolph Ziggler ended up winning the championship. Then they had the U.S. title tournament after Ziggler vacated the title and walked out, which is weird that he was just brought right back at the Rumble. It's just back on the SmackDown brand, at least that's what we think anyways. And then, Roode defeated the likes of Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, and Jinder Mahal to win the tournament, and then that was, it's pretty much where we are now. So
here's a cover and a kick out by Roode.
Rusev, obviously, former 2-time United States champion. He was
years ago when he lost that title at WrestleMania.
Rusev had a really good start in the WWE. He was undefeated for like a year, he plowed through everybody, whether it was R-Truth, Xavier Woods, Big E, he defeated Jack Swagger a number of times, and he was doing the whole thing with Lana, where he was the he was the gimmick of the Russian. Oh, do I gotta do some commentary? Nope, I don't. Then obviously too, Rusev ended up defeated Sheamus on Raw to win the United States Championship, and then Rusev ended up holding that championship for a while. He retained it against the likes of Jack Swagger and Ryback, and then he ended up getting into a feud. He was the final 2 in the Royal Rumble match too in 2015, and obviously was last eliminated by Roman Reigns. Then he got into a feud with John Cena, defeated him at Fastlane, and unfortunately Rusev lost the championship to Cena at WrestleMania 31. He lost his rematch twice at Extreme Rules in a Russian chain match, and then at Payback in a I Quit match. And then obviously he got into that weird feud with Dolph Ziggler when they broke up and was aligned with Summer Rae, and we just don't talk about that. That really ruined Rusev's career. And then obviously Rusev and Lana got engaged. Rusev, defeated Ryback at TLC, and then obviously he was the first guy out in the Royal Rumble match in 2016, which was stupid. And then he won he kind of floundered in the League of Nations for a while with Sheamus, King Barrett, and Alberto Del Rio. And then he ended up defeating Kalisto to win the United States Championship at Extreme Rules. He ended up defeating the likes of Titus O'Neil, Kalisto, and Zack Ryder to keep his championship. And then he lost the championship, unfortunately, to Roman Reigns. And then obviously he got into that feud with Enzo Amore and Big Cass, where he teamed up with Jinder Mahal. The end of the tag team, he was squashed by Big Show at Fastlane in 2017 for cutting his hair short. He was injured. He was moved to SmackDown. He lost a flag match to John Cena. He got into a feud with Randy Orton where he was jobbed out. So, yeah.
tonight. Aiden English said this would be Rusev's magnum
Not a good,
opus.
Rusev's had a very kind of disappointing career, but you know what, though? He's made a lot of stuff work for himself in 2017. Going throughout his career. Rusev Day, he made some of the stuff at Summer Way work, so.
And Byron, this is exactly where Rusev is at his best.
Look, again, you can't discount the strategy we were seeing from Rusev. He's using that power advantage, his weight advantage to wear down the champion.
This is great. Completely stop the momentum.
I do like this match, though. I think so far it's been a pretty decent match.
I think it's entirely possible that we are on the horizon of a new United States champion.
Oh, look, I hate to.
Actually, I remember the Bobby Roode in his debut on SmackDown. The first guy he defeated was Aiden English. So.
Bulgarian brutality.
This is what Rusev can do. Grinding away on Bobby Roode.
You know, I really wouldn't complain if Rusev won the United States Championship. You know, I've even enjoyed the tag team of Rusev and Aiden English. You know, they had some good tag team matches with the New Day, Benjamin and Gable, and the Usos. So, they had that really good Fatal 4-Way match of Clash of Champions for the SmackDown tag team titles.
And Bobby Roode, that shot must have rocked Rusev. And Bobby Roode's got an opportunity here, guys.
Yeah. Hold the celebration. The champ still got some fight.
Connected in the perfect spot there for Bobby Roode. Now on the move. Flying in with a forearm smash. And driving Rusev to the canvas.
The adrenaline starting to pump through Bobby Roode.
Oh, hey, Bobby Roode understands he's got something to prove.
Nice neck breaker by
The
Roode.
world that he deserves the title of United States champion.
Now Bobby Roode once again going to the top turnbuckle here in this match. Rusev is starting to stir.
Oh,
and Bobby Roode comes flying down.
Roode got all of that one.
And Rusev is in trouble. Bobby Roode is starting to build momentum.
Uh-oh, here we go. Wait for it.
Oh, Aiden English.
Oh, Aiden English trying to get involved here.
Oh, kick to the head.
Lights out. New champion. Cover. Oh, and Roode kicked out. What a matchup for the United States Championship.
It's a good match. Oh, now I'm going to do some commentary. All right, Rusev in shock that he didn't win the United States Championship right there, but Rusev can't lose his focus. He's been in this position before. He's been a two-time United States champion. Aiden English is even in shock. You know, they thought they had the matchup won, but Rusev has got to stay on top of Roode. He could still catch a quick win. Roode's out of it right now. Rusev trying to think about his next strategy right now. Rusev getting Roode up to his feet. Now trying to go for the, what was he going to, got Roode up on the turnbuckles right now. What is he trying to set up for here? Oh, Rusev with a ton of right hands trying to wear down Bobby Roode so he can set him up in position for whatever he's going to set him up with off the turnbuckles. Now, Rusev, what's he going for here? Roode trying to fight back. You know, Bobby Roode does not want to give up the United States Championship. Roode said ever since he won the United States Championship that he wanted to be known as the greatest United States champion ever. And Rusev, oh, with a right hand. Roode was able to knock down Rusev for a little bit, but Roode's taking a lot of damage. Rusev's still pretty fresh in this matchup. And Rusev trying to go for a superplex here. Can he hit Roode with it? He's definitely got the strength for it. And he hits the superplex. Rusev, can he capitalize, though? Let's see if he can capitalize. He's got to go for a cover here. Rusev goes for a cover. Are we going to have a new United States champion? No, we're not. That was very close by Rusev. Rusev can't get frustrated, though. He's got to stay on the offense. You know, obviously you have Bobby Roode, who is still fairly new to SmackDown Live, has had great success ever since he's come in, defeated former world champions like Dolph Ziggler, and, you know, won the United States Championship in the U.S. tournament last month. Rusev trying to think about his next strategy right now. Oh, don't have to do commentary anymore.
Chance of Rusev Day throughout the Sprint Center, but the
this has actually been a good match.
Fighting back in defense of his United States Championship.
I was all but certain before the commercial break that Rusev had taken Roode clean out.
Oh, Bully's DDT. Bully's DDT. No.
And Rusev.
Oh, neither shot.
And Liver shot to the right side of the abdomen. Rude might be finished.
Oh, spine buster.
Spine buster.
Maybe not.
Is this it?
Into the cover. Put away.
No.
Seven kick out. You gotta love this. This is a test of will between Bobby Roode and Rusev. Watch this again. Roode had the strength to deliver that spine buster. It's beyond me.
Under a spine buster from Rude. You can see Rusev trying to get the feeling back in his fingers, obviously rocked by that spine buster.
On Ed English. Oh, once again up on the apron and pays for his trouble.
Oh, blow up. Is it going to get him here? No, he's not.
Oh, Bobby Roode, all the damage he's taken to his core here. This could be it.
Oh, went for the glorious DDT.
Tossed away.
Oh, a kick to the head.
That's it.
Not just any kick to the head, a master kick to the head.
However, Rusev has been stunned multiple times here in this match by Roode.
The Bulgarian Brute might have exhausted his last option right there. Take a look at this kick. We're talking about right on point. He might have knocked the tooth out.
I said that is a scary look on the face of Rusev right now.
I don't know if Rusev has exhausted his last option. He knows exactly what to do right now against Bobby Roode.
Roode in prime position for Rusev.
Oh, roll up by Roode. No. No.
Roode trying to counter into the glorious DDT. Now
roll up by Rusev. That was pretty cool. I've never seen something like that before. Oh, accolade.
Transition into the accolade.
He's going to hit the accolade. No, Rusev. Nice chain wrestling right here. Oh, glorious DDT. That was a good match. 3 stars. I thought that was definitely a good sequence toward the end with the chain wrestling. I like that match. Good match. 3 stars. This is very sad to say, but that might be Bobby Roode's best match on the main roster. I thought that was a good United States title match.
Respect Rusev and the fight he brought, but tonight Roode was just a little too ready.
That seemed that multiple points in this matchup. Both Roode and Rusev consistently had answers for each other, and we thought it was going to end here.
And Rusev would go for the accolade. Bobby Roode, the savvy veteran, found a way out, and bam! Landed the Bulgarian with the glorious DDT.
Look, the reality of the situation is this match could have gone either way, but tonight on Smackdown Live, Bobby Roode was... Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, what the? Randy Orton!
Where'd he come from?
Where'd he come?
RKO!
An RKO out of nowhere.
Did it again!
I gotta see that again. I didn't see that coming at all. Oh, I'll probably show a replay. Oh, wait, English. RKO. Are we gonna get a Randy Orton Bobby Roode feud?
Oh no, Randy Orton on an RKO spree, and I think maybe one more target.
No.
Oh, Rusev. Oh, Rusev sold that really well.
Trifecta.
That was a pretty cool segment right there. I didn't see that coming.
Why would Randy Orton choose to do this?
I have no idea.
Why question it, Tom Phillips? Randy Orton does whatever he wants.
We've got Rusev and we've got Aiden English completely laid out.
So let's see this again. Glorious. Oh, and he hits the RKO out of nowhere.
Absolutely glorious RKO out of nowhere. But the Viper wasn't done just yet. This can't be good for Aiden's song career. That'll ruin your voice.
That thing was caught in the crossfire.
I think the one he hit though on Nakamura doing his match with Baron Corbin was a little bit better, but that was a pretty cool RKO right there. The one he hit on Bobby Roode anyways. Like that's what I call RKO out of nowhere.
No one is safe on Tuesday nights. So long as the Viper, Randy Orton, is on Smackdown Live.
Gentlemen, still to come tonight, best friends Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
But yeah, still to come on this show, we have the WWE Championship #1 contenders match, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
WWE Championship at WWE Fastlane. Will their friendship endure, or will it fall apart at the cost of a championship opportunity?
Oh, it's Benjamin and Gable.
Exhibit A, buffoons in costumes. Exhibit B, clowns solving made-up mysteries. We're here to bring prestige back to the Smackdown Live Tag Team division. And this is what we have to deal with?
The only mystery here is how these guys are still in our division. You guys got jokes? We got the punchlines.
Oh, I hate the words in the
was aimed
promos.
at Brazango. This week, we're targeting the Ascension.
So come and witness the weapons of tag destruction.
Next. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in action. Next.
WWE Elimination Chamber is brought to you by Rocket.
Yeah, I don't like those like phone promos they do when they show like the promos are, like the I don't mind the cell phone footage itself, I guess, but I don't like it when they show like the subtitles.
Here in Finch, Kansas City, we come to you from the Sprint Center tonight. This is Smackdown Live, and we are set for tag team action here this evening. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin before the commercial break. We're talking about how they are, quote, the team of destruction, and pointed out teams
Oh, we got Benjamin and Gable versus the Ascension. Benjamin and Gable are winning. That's fairly obvious. The Ascension, I don't really see winning this match.
Supplies of the faster police. Well, Byron, if you spend a little less time in the fantasy world.
All right, Shelton Benjamin and Connor are starting off this matchup. Let's see how this match ends up.
Two legitimate athletes. Oh, looking to make a name for themselves, and we've seen how impressive they've been in recent weeks. The same can be said for Ascension here, an opportunity to make a name for themselves.
They're 300-pounder Connor running down Shelton Benjamin,
who happens to be celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, Connor.
On the move here, wouldn't want to be in the way. Oh, that big man misses with the elbow, and now Shelton Benjamin. Wait a minute, heads up. Oh, got him with the right there, and Connor's stunned. Oh, right, throw him. All right, Chad Gable getting off the apron, doing the smart thing there.
300-plus pound frame of Connor. He knows how to use it. Oh, absolutely right. That moves like a tight end.
And a costly mistake there for Connor, and Shelton Benjamin able to take advantage.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, and Chad Gable using the top rope.
Great teamwork. The referee. Referee was tied up with Benjamin.
With the knee. Here's the cover by Benjamin and a kick out.
This is the incredible chemistry we always talk about with Benjamin and Gable. Listen, these two guys have only been together for a little over 5 months, and yet we think they've been together for years.
Well, think about some of the frustration they've got to be feeling, especially
both knees taken out. That was incredible. Great teamwork by Benjamin and Gable. Byron, I think a lot of it is the fact that both Gable and Benjamin had that same mindset, that scratch and claw mentality. Do whatever it takes to get to the top. No fluff mentality. Go out there and try to control your destiny. But I guarantee you two, they were extra motivated by the Usos the last couple of weeks.
Cover by Gable and a kick out.
Put on blast by the Usos as one of those teams who just haven't been able to step up to their level. A lot of what dictates your success and longevity here in WWE is how you overcome frustration, how you deal with it. Do you let it destroy you, or do you destroy it?
Off the tackle takedown, Chad Gable isolating the left leg here of Connor. Victor's screaming in from the outside, trying to get his tag team partner back into this matchup.
Oh, it's right to the hamstring.
See what happens to your boy? Jokes. No jokes around here.
Chad Gable, he caught with a flapjack.
Run your mouth and you pay for it. That's what happened to Chad Gable. You're going to overcome with confidence a little bit too much right there.
Gable trying to figure out where he's at here, trying to figure out whether he slows down Connor or does he make a tag. Victor is now legal here for the Ascension, and he is moving.
Huge opportunity for Ascension at hand right here.
With a fire here from Victor tonight.
Victor just filleting Gable with those knife edge chops. Whoa! What an uppercut.
And Victor, wow, on the move.
Yeah, so Victor's got the hot tag on Chad Gable.
Here's the cover. This will be a big win for the Ascension. Broken up.
Just in time. Ooh! The underlying theme here is the hunger in this tag team division for both these teams.
Wow. Buster from Benjamin.
My goodness.
Now Shelton Benjamin trying to turn it around again. Sent to the outside by Victor.
Gable from behind.
Gable is legal for his team. Tag made by Benjamin. I don't know if Victor saw it.
Oh, God. Look at the power of Gable.
That is sick. Just sick.
Could have breached into the German, and instead, Gable and Benjamin want to make sure.
You know what's about to happen here.
Benjamin setting him up. Gable takes him down. No laughing matter.
You can see my interest in this one. I'll just give that match like a style and 3/4 because I really wasn't interested. So.
It's hard to argue with a couple of superstars who called their shot and then delivered. That's exactly what Benjamin and Gable did tonight, and I predict they'll continue to do here on SmackDown Live.
Look, essentially did a great job taking it. Watch this. Victor on fire. Taking it to Gable and Benjamin.
Credit where it's due. This is about as motivated as I've seen Connor and Victor in quite some time, firing on all cylinders. But ultimately, Gable and Benjamin in this next level tag team chemistry was just too much for the Ascension to overcome.
And Chad Gable, when he's in that mode, he is just too much. And then the finishing touches for Gable and Benjamin to put away the Ascension here on SmackDown Live.
Benjamin and Gable hell-bent on delivering the message week after week that we are the biggest threat in the SmackDown Tag Team Division.
All about legitimacy.
Okay, here's a good one. Homeboy Jones wants to know, who do we think is going to win tonight? Kevin Owens or Sam Zayn? Look, I don't really care. I mean, I hope they both lose, honestly.
Yeah. Hopefully they fight forever. In traffic.
Good one. Okay, check this out. Oh, this old wedge dropper wants to know if, you guys ranked 6 on the top 10, but who do you think would rank the highest if you were judged individually?
Well, clearly, the three of us, great, but the one who's the smartest would be ranked number 1.
Man, I think it's got to be the one who's the strongest.
That only leaves us with one clear option. That would be
Kobe! I mean, this man is 4-time IC champion,
7-time tag team champion,
3-time US champion,
and in 2018, you about to be WWE World Heavyweight
Champion!
Champion!
Champion! We all champions. You know what? If I had 1 vote for the top 10, you know what I'd do?
I would break it in half.
And give it to each one of y'all.
You come on, get some
question. How do you think you eat so many pancakes without getting bloated? Anyway, if you have a question, just use the hashtag #AskTheNewDay all night long.
Well, the superstars of SmackDown Live have been reacting throughout the night on social media to the announcement of the SmackDown top 10 list. Shinsuke Nakamura at top number 3. Becky Lynch coming in at number 8. Ty Dillinger, how appropriate, at number 10. And then again, let's take a look here at the top 2 superstars, the 2 champions.
Oh, yes, we got some tweets sent out. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let's take a look at the tweets. Sorry, I just really wasn't interested in that portion of SmackDown.
Anyway, if you have a question, just use the hashtag #AskTheNewDay all night long.
Well, the superstars of SmackDown Live.
All right, so here's what the superstars of SmackDown had to say about the top 10 list. Shinsuke Nakamura, which his Twitter handle is at ShinsukeN, is today is good. Number 1 is better. No, wait, sorry. Top 3 is good. Number 1 is better. I have plans for the hashtag SD Live top 10. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And then he says some stuff in Japanese that I can't read. And hashtag SD Live. Becky Lynch, whose Twitter handle is at Becky Lynch WWE, says number 8 on the hashtag SD Live top 10. You can give me whatever number you like, but I'm always underrated. Instead of underrated, but whatever. As hashtag SD Live, that was a bad tweet. She was clearly told to say that. Then you have Ty Dillinger, whose Twitter handle is at WWE Dillinger, says, grateful to be included on the first ever hashtag SD top 10. However, this is the first time where being in the 10th spot isn't favorable. I'm coming for the top spot. Hashtag SD Live.
Reacting throughout the night on social media to the
So yeah, I guess the SmackDown top 10 list is going to be a regular thing. Maybe it's going to be an every other week thing.
How appropriate at number 10. And then again, let's take a look here at the top.
And then we have the champs, Charlotte Flair, whose Twitter handle is at Charlotte. Oh, sorry, at MS Charlotte WWE, the highest ranked female on the hashtag SD Live Top 10, a fit in place for the queen. But don't you get it wrong. At ajstyles.org, I'm coming for that top spot with some wiki face emojis, hashtag SD Live. And then we have AJ Styles, whose Twitter handle is at AJ Styles.org. The number one spot on the hashtag SD Live Top 10 is where the hashtag WWE Champion should be. Week in, week out, I'm happy to represent hashtag SD Live and fight for my place at the top, no matter how many competitors are thrown my way. Like I said, I'm not really like a huge fan of this SmackDown top 10 list. It just seems like a dumb concept. I was kind of like, okay, this seems like it's going to be interesting, but it just seems like just filler. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Like, this is so. But the Sami Zayn.
Excuse me, Sammy. Do you have any final comments before you face your best friend, Kevin Owens?
Yeah, I feel like tonight's my opportunity to step out from Kevin Owens' shadow. And it's hard for me to admit it, but I've been in his shadow because he's always been the one who's won all the championships. He's been Intercontinental Champion, US Champion. He's even been Universal Champion. But hey, that's fine because we're best friends. But even as best friends, we have fought each other more than anybody. So I know firsthand what he's capable of, especially if it means becoming WWE Champion and main eventing WrestleMania. Kevin will stop at nothing. But then again, neither will I.
All right, so now we got the WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. This is really a tough one to call because I see the match somehow being like a triple threat match with those guys. I think they're gonna pull some shenanigans or something. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna say Sami Zayn wins. We've seen enough Kevin Owens, AJ Styles matches from when they feuded over the US title and then obviously just recently the WWE title. We haven't really seen Kevin Owens, AJ Styles. Sorry, no, we've seen that match a lot. We haven't really seen Sami Zayn, AJ Styles all that much, and I wouldn't mind if Sami Zayn got an opportunity in the main event of Fastlane. I think that'd be okay.
Kevin Owens. Opportunity is at stake. Who will earn a title opportunity against AJ Styles? We find out next. Tonight, immediately following the mixed match challenge on Facebook.
But yeah, for 205 Live for that episode, for that week, we had a couple of big matches. We had 2 matches in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament first round. One of them being Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong, which I'm looking forward to watching that match. And then the other one being Lindsay Dorado versus Kalisto. I think those are going to be some pretty exciting matchups. I definitely will be checking those out. I'll be doing a live reactions to that episode of 205 Live, so make sure you tune into that.
Join us on the WWE Network for 2 more Cruiserweight Championship Tournament matches. Kalisto faces Lindsay Dorado, and Hideo Itami faces NXT's Roderick Strong. Who will get one step closer to the Cruiserweight title? Find out tonight on 205 Live.
And next week, right here on Smackdown Live, the Lone Wolf is hungry for competition, and he will get it from a returning Dolph Ziggler for the first.
All right, so on the next episode of SmackDown, we're going to have a match between Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. Yay, one guy that sucks and one guy that's overrated is crap.
Next week, it's been all about opportunities here tonight on SmackDown Live, and we are joined by the man, the WWE Champion.
All right, and we have AJ Styles on commentary for this match.
Good to see you at the top 10 of the Superstar SmackDown list. Go figure, right? At the WWE champ and the #1. That's incredible. You're about to find out who's going to face you for the WWE Championship at Fastlane. I can't wait.
Next, making his way to the ring from Marino, Quebec, Canada, weighing 266.
I really hope they don't break up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because they're great together right now. And it's really too early to be doing this. I think this is just to swerve everybody. I think they they actually will have a match, but there's going to be some sort of thing where they're going to work everybody. Which, if anything, they should just be the opposite, where they like act like they're going to have a match, but they don't really have a match. So
that's one in there that I can focus on. Oh, that's going to be icing on the cake.
Well, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have taken to social media to say that the two of them will be fine as friends. We've been through this before, and we will again. But tonight is about earning an opportunity.
yeah, but let's get right to the matchup. You know, obviously, they've obviously had a history with each other. You know, you have, you know, they fought all over the world. They teamed up when they were known as Kevin Steen and El Generico. They had probably one of the best ladder matches at ROH Final Battle 2012 when Kevin Owens hit the package pile driver through the ladder onto Sami Zayn, or Kevin Steen hit the package pile onto El Generico, whatever you want to call it. You know, then obviously Sami Zayn was signed to WWE in 2013, and Kevin Owens was still, or Kevin Steen was still in the indie scene. Then Kevin Steen was finally signed to WWE as Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens' first night was the night that Sami Zayn won the NXT Championship from Adrian Neville. Ooh, nice takedown by Owens. And, you know, the same night, Kevin Owens came out and took out Sami Zayn. He acted like he was happy for him and powerbombed him on the apron. And this started the feud. Well, reignited the feud. You know, Kevin Owens took out Sami Zayn a number of times. He defeated him and absolutely destroyed him at NXT TakeOver rival, and that's what Kevin Owens wanted, the NXT Championship, his first WWE Championship in WWE, and obviously Sami Zayn was out of action, and then Zayn wanted to get revenge on Kevin Owens, so he ended up defeating Rhino to earn an NXT title match for NXT TakeOver Unstoppable, where Kevin Owens ended up taking out Sami Zayn again, and then Sami Zayn finally returned to WWE. He competed in the Royal Rumble match for a chance to become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And Sami Zayn eliminated Kevin Owens and prevented him from winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, screwing him out of it. You know, then they were both in the ladder match at WrestleMania 32 for the Intercontinental Championship, where Sami Zayn prevented Kevin Owens from winning. They were both in a Fatal 4 match with The Miz and Cesaro in Extreme Rules. No, actually, no. Sorry, one. And then Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn at Payback. And then they were both in the 4-way match that I just talked about for the IC title, where they both prevented each other from winning there. And then at Money in the Bank, they both prevented each other from winning that matchup. Kevin Owens mainly prevented Sami Zayn. And then Sami Zayn finally won like the blow-off match at Battleground. Then obviously they had other matches on Raw and stuff. And then on, you know, obviously then they had the thing where they became a team, where Sami Zayn saved Kevin Owens from Shane McMahon, like I talked about. So, but this is interesting.
Worried about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm not worried about these guys. That's the thing. I'm looking forward to facing.
Well, this kind of reminds me of the old babyface of Sami Zayn a little bit.
All right, Owens coming in hard, and again, Sami Zayn has an answer for KO.
Kevin Owens really just tells Sami to calm down. But don't hit me so hard.
Oh, insane! Blasting Owens off the apron. Who is going to earn a WWE title opportunity? Zayn and Owens here tonight. We are back here on SmackDown.
So, like, SmackDown's back right now. They're both just kind of more on the, like, their knees. And Kevin Owens right now is hitting the chop on the Sami Zayn. I'm actually pretty intrigued about this matchup, though, because of everything they kind of did to build up to it. Ooh. Ooh, nice boot.
Look at these two. Oh, clubbing blow by Owens.
At this point, AJ, you may not have an opponent in past week. Oh, that's not a bad thing.
Sami and Kevin so familiar with one another, know each other's offense inside and out. Here you see them trading big boots back and forth, and Kevin would deliver a massive lariat, turning Sami inside out.
It wasn't that long ago that these two were both documented on camera in interviews saying that they were meant to fight each other forever.
Sami Zayn believes that
Yeah, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are meant to fight forever because even though they had their alliance, we still got a match somehow this year between Owens and Zayn. Oh, nice insecurity by Owens. What's this? What's this?
Oh, what a neck breaker! Here's a cover from Owens. Kick out by Zayn. All right.
AJ, you got to admit, that was impressive that Sami was able to survive that.
There's no doubt these guys aren't athletes. I've never said that. It's just, guys, they're just guys you like to hate. They just get under your skin. They've created that reputation for themselves, and they made a lot of enemies in that locker room here on SmackDown. Done a very good job of isolating themselves.
Owens with that menacing look in his eye. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming through.
No exploder. I thought the exploder was coming, but Kevin Owens counted it. Nice.
Now look at Zayn up to the top.
A tornado DDT from the top rope. No.
Just barely.
That close, AJ. That close to you taking on Sami Zayn in Fastlane. I'm telling you, I'm not, like I said before, these guys are athletes. That was incredible.
Take a look at this. Sami Zayn walking the ropes with ease and then boom! Spiking Kevin with a DDT, but Owens would not stay down.
It's all about a title opportunity at Fastlane. It's about putting yourself in the proverbial driver's seat on the road to WrestleMania.
Everyone enjoys a competitive match. This is what this is, regardless of who they are in there.
Gotta commend General Manager Daniel Bryan for making it.
To your point, regardless of who they are, both Sami and Kevin took almost identical paths to get here to WWE. They're both living the exact same dream. You have to respect that. They both know what this is all about.
Yeah, but at one point or another, each one of them has been jealous of the other's success. That's why you're seeing the aggression. That's why you're seeing the intensity that you're seeing in this match.
Look at Zayn trying to outpower Kevin Owens here. Can he pry him off the top turnbuckle?
I think you're seeing this because it's an opportunity to challenge for the WWE Championship. It's not about jealousy, it's about supremacy.
And Sami Zayn
frog splash.
Frog splash. Kevin Owens.
Slow swanton.
Instead.
Zayn got the knees up, though.
A desperate maneuver from Zayn. Puts Kevin Owens down momentarily, but can Zayn capitalize?
This is to your point earlier, Corey, about just how well these two know each other. They know their styles. They know their tendencies. I think I know what Sami Zayn is setting up for here.
AJ, take a look at this.
DDT through the ropes. I love it. He hasn't done that in a while. I love it when he does that.
I don't know how Owens is still conscious after that.
I thought the last time he did that was against Kevin Owens at Battleground. I was going to say at NXT TakeOver, but no, it was Battleground.
Take another look at this. Sami Zayn diving through the turnbuckles.
I don't recall another time he's done it. I think he might have done it to Chris Jericho, actually, at Clash of Champions in 2016.
On the WWE Network next month.
I'm looking forward to it. Sami setting him up. Sami in position.
Thinking about the hello.
Nice super kick.
Super kick.
Stopped in his tracks.
Styles, who called for it earlier.
This is it. This is it.
Kevin Owens is going up top.
Frog splash.
And Owens couldn't put him away.
Wow. Gotta respect the fortitude shown by Sami Zayn.
That's always been one of the strengths of Sami Zayn, the incredible ability to absorb punishment.
AJ, you look pretty stunned over there.
Well, am I the only one? Sami Zayn just kicked out of the frog splash? I'm with you. I'm shocked.
I think a lot of people kick out of the frog splash, AJ.
Just stay down. I'm the one who wins the titles.
Well, that probably just fueled Sami Zayn right there. Pump a powerbomb, pump a powerbomb. Zayn not letting it happen. Half and half suplex.
Those words just fired up, Zayn.
Blue Thunder Bomb. Everybody kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb. Owens is no difference.
Well, the same I just said about Kevin, or about Sami, has to be said for Kevin. What guts, what will from KO.
You can just feel there's like a natural feeling there with Owens and Zayn. And Zayn's just naturally the babyface, and Owens is just naturally the heel.
But it still wouldn't keep Kevin down. Perhaps pure instinct alone is the reason Kevin Owens is still in this match. Or maybe it's pure will, Byron. Maybe it's the will to challenge for the richest prize on SmackDown.
And again, Kevin Owens was able to roll out of the ring here, trying to get away from anything Sami Zayn was thinking about. Not a bad move by Kevin Owens here. Watch out. Sami Zayn trying to just power Kevin Owens back into this fight. Yeah. I see it. Finish him off. Get him in the ring and finish him off. Man, just finish your match. Man, I know.
Oh.
Styles is hurt enough.
AJ Styles. What the heck?
You're right. Styles couldn't take it anymore. And the WWE
So Zayn might technically won the match by disqualification, so Zayn should get the title shot.
Styles putting the boots to Sami Zayn. Watch out from behind. Oh, Kevin Owens.
I understand AJ's frustration, but I mean, we're supposed to find a challenger for Fastlane.
Oh, look at AJ. That's the last thing AJ Styles is thinking about right now, Corey. Styles so sick of Owens and Zayn. Avoid the fun. Get it over with. I have an announcement to make. Due to the superlative performance of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and the outside interference of AJ Styles, I declare that both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will compete for the WWE Championship at Fastlane in a triple threat match. What? I don't know about that one.
That's actually a fair call.
I think it's fair. I think it's the fair.
Obviously, this continues to plant the seeds about whether or not Daniel Bryan's aligned with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
No, Daniel Bryan got me again.
AJ Styles, point blank period. Styles lost his mind. Styles got too fired up, instigated the entire situation. AJ had no business getting involved in this match.
So yeah, we know our main event for Fastlane now. It's going to be a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
How about the fact that Sami Zayn is right there in Styles' face, provoking him, trying to get him going, instead of focusing on his opponent, and you're surprised that Styles would snap?
AJ Styles lost it. He and Commissioner Shane McMahon, both hotheads. No wonder they're all buddy-buddy. This is exactly what AJ Styles deserved for sticking his nose into this business.
Take one more close look at what happened here.
Sami Zayn does not touch AJ Styles.
He just touched him.
It was the chair. I'm right here. I was right here looking at it. Styles flipped out. It was completely unnecessary. AJ's going to get what he deserves at Fastlane.
It was completely unnecessary for Zayn to take his attention off Kevin Owens and put it on AJ Styles. In a matter of sheer moments, now the WWE Champion, AJ Styles, has to wonder, is he really in control of his own destiny? This is ridiculous.
Overall, SmackDown was decent. I thought, the U.S. title match was good. That match between Owens and Zayn was good, and I knew somehow it was going to lead to both of them getting the title match, and I would have gone about it probably the way they did. I thought that was kind of weak. I thought the Usos promo was pretty pointless. I didn't really think that was all that special. I love watching the Bludgeon Brothers destroy people. The women's match was okay. So SmackDown was there was something else I liked on this show. Actually, thinking about it now, it was probably like an average show because I can't really think. Oh, well, I like the Bryan and Shane stuff, I guess, but I actually can't really think of like anything else I really enjoyed on SmackDown. So I'll probably say it was a pretty average show, 5 out of 10. Really nothing worth seeing other than I can't even really say the main event really is worth seeing because it just has a weird finish. So overall, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It was a pretty average show. So that's pretty much my thoughts. I'm gonna do another video right after this, so I'm not gonna do any plugs. So we'll talk to you later.